Hi, my name is Elenore Roosevelt. I was born on October 11th in the year of 1884 in New York City. When I was very young, my parents Elliot and Anna Roosevelt died. My mother, dying just 2 years before my father, died of diphtheria, a highly contagious bacterial disease causing inflammation of the mucous membranes. And my father died of alcoholism. After my parents died, I went to my grandmother's house in Tivoli, New York. Until the age of 15, I did not go to any school. I was taught by private tutors. When I did start attending school, I attended a school called Allenswood, located in England. I attended college at the new school. In 1902, I returned home to make my social debut. That's where and when I met Franklin Roosevelt, my husband. 1 year after we met, we became engaged and then married 2 years later on March 17, 1905. We then moved in beside Franklin's formidable mother in New York. We had our first child, Anna, and our next two, James and Franklin Jr. Not too long after Franklin Jr. was born, he passed away. When Franklin Roosevelt, my husband, contracted polio after our vacation in the summer of 1921, I encouraged him to continue his dream and career. Thank you.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, husband of Elenore Roosevelt. Let me tell you about myself. I was born January 30th, 1882. I was born in a neighborhood called Hyde Park, located in New York. My parents were Sarah and James Roosevelt. During most of my childhood years, I was taught by a private tutor. I attended Harvard and then Columbia Law School from 1904 to 1907. I did not graduate, but I did pass the bar exam to become a lawyer. When I met my wife Elenore, she was making her social debut. We got married on March 17, 1905. We had 5 children, 1 girl and 5 boys. Our firstborn in 1909, he was less than a year old when he died. I became president in 1933. I was the longest serving president. I served 4 terms as president. I established the national minimum wage through the Federal Labor Standard Act. I led Allied powers to victory in World War II. I set up National Youth Administration to provide good jobs for youths aged 16 to 25. I was the first president to lead the country during wartime and be on TV. In 1921, I contracted polio by jumping into and swimming in 3 lakes, running 2 miles between each, then running another 2 miles to get home. After being diagnosed with polio, I was sent to Hot Springs, Georgia for treatment. I required lots of treatments, like swimming, which helped with my legs. For the most part, the public did not know that I was in a wheelchair. I was rarely seen in it. I died while in office of a stroke. I was buried in my hometown of Hyde Park on my parents' homestead in a rose garden.